Well, a big welcome to Billings for the Forum for American Renewal. You know, as a fifth-generation Montanan, I know the values of faith and freedom run deep throughout our state. Our love for this place and each other bring us together and continue to draw us back. However, as our soundbite culture often leads to disagreements and misunderstandings, as such, I commend everyone here for coming together on a beautiful Saturday to discuss issues important to our communities and faiths. As your newest U.S. Senator, I'm working every day to find common sense solutions to the incredible challenges facing our state and our nation. And as you know, the challenges facing our state and nation are great. And it's important that we work to leave future generations better off. It's also important that the next generation is prepared to lead. You have assembled an impressive group of leaders at today's event. Of the 5 rights listed in the First Amendment, religion, speech, press, assembly, petition, remember, the very first right protected is freely exercising our religion. Our country also continues to join hands together to raise public awareness about the threats facing our religious liberty and our freedom to worship. In Congress, I've been a steadfast and ardent supporter of protecting Americans' right to worship without government interference. I've signed onto legislation to ensure that our First Amendment freedoms are never jeopardized by government overreach. This is foundational for our country. We must lead on religious freedom as an example in America, because protecting our religious freedom is an integral part of protecting thousands of Montanans. However, we are called to do much more and should use our talents and abilities to assist those in need, such as those caught in the world of human trafficking. Montanans know firsthand the importance of cracking down on human trafficking and protecting the victims of this modern-day slavery. We must continue to proactively go after the perpetrators of these crimes and ensuring that we are proactively serving as an advocate for victims. Because too often, victims of human trafficking are underserved and fail to get the resources they desperately need. In the Senate, I've introduced legislation to make sure we're doing everything we can to catch and punish perpetrators and support and aid in the recovery of survivors. I'm also a proud co-sponsor of the Justice for Victims of Trafficking Act. It is a long overdue piece of bipartisan legislation that was signed into law by President Obama earlier this year. This legislation is critical to helping victims of human trafficking. It creates a domestic trafficking victims fund to increase resources available for victim support and increases support for victims while also increasing penalties for perpetrators. This bill also provides our law enforcement officials and communities with the necessary tools to help lift these innocent victims out of the shadows. I've always said that the best solutions don't come from Washington. They come from hardworking Montanans like you. I'll continue to work every day to ensure Montana's voice is heard here in Washington. Our goal is to solve problems, find solutions, and get results, not just win arguments. We all will realize this as we discuss principled leadership, opportunity for collaboration, and education on serious issues that face our community. It's time for leaders to put politics aside and work together to find solutions that get this country back on track. This discussion is both timely and it's necessary. And as you gather today, I ask that you will all join me in praying for God's wisdom, for His protection, for His strength for our nation, its leaders, and all who call the United States home. I'd like to thank those who have volunteered their time and energy to make this event so very successful. If there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to contact my office. It's a privilege to serve Montana in the U.S. Senate, and I look forward to hearing from all of you in the near future. Thanks and God bless.